Hello everyone, welcome back to another Animal Crossing New Horizons video. My name is Colleen, and as you could probably tell since you clicked into this video, today we are touring my maze island. It is called Get Lost because that's what I feel like the point of a maze is. But I put actually not a lot of time into this island, which is kind of crazy to say, but I think it was just around a month, a little bit over, that it took me to make it, and about 2,000 plus hedges, but that's fine. Here are the infographics that I posted when I first released the DA. Basically, you have to get through the maze to get into the town. There are 2 glowing ponds that are in the maze that you need to find that have tools that you will need. And there are also some pearls that I hid throughout the maze, just so that we could kind of count them and find how many there are. So let us jump into the pipe and get started. So as you can see here, once I jumped into the pipe, it brought me all the way to the very back of the island. And right now I will show you the map. So here you can see I have a pretty random group of villagers. Walker has such a dear place in my heart now. I love that little guy so much. Oh my gosh. I have Diana all the way out on the peninsula because I ran out of room, to be completely honest. So here you can see the entrance of the maze. You can see I used a lot of green and purple flowers throughout this, some cherry blossom piles, and something that we will come back to in a moment. So as you can see, just running through the maze here. Oh, yeah, we're gonna have to be careful of those, but you have no choice. Absolutely no choice. Pleasant. Alrighty, moving along. You can see the Nova lights, we have the mush lamps as well, and just on the few cliffs that I placed around the maze, I decorated those with similar items too. There's the hyacinth lamps, we've got a lot of the glowing moss balloons. I love that item so much. So here I realized I needed one of the tools that I was talking about at the beginning. And as you can tell from that right there, one of the other tools is an axe. So now I'm going to run around and find one of the glowing ponds. You will notice I did break up some of the running around in the maze, just so I don't completely spoil it for everybody, even though I would have put a spoiler warning before I started running into this. I still feel like I don't want to give all of it away, you know? Don't want to give all the secrets. But here you can see me showing off one of the glowing ponds. And there's definitely a pitfall before you have to get in there. I really love falling into pitfalls. I think it's so funny. Like the moment that their eyes change from just pure happiness to pure panic, it is just so funny. But yes, we just acquired the shovel, so we will continue to run around again a little bit. Now we're back to where I had initially realized I wanted the shovel. And I know my wording earlier might be a little bit confusing. I was talking as if I don't know what I'm doing. Well, that's because I don't really remember everything I did in this maze. It was quite a whirlwind, I am not going to lie. It happened so quickly. I don't remember a lot of the changes I made like the day before I ended up releasing it. I was trying to make it a little bit more difficult. I had some friends play test it and it went really quickly. So I wanted to kind of avoid that, which I think it worked because I did have, there's a fellow creator, Ashlyn from Ashland. She has a YouTube video with her running through this maze as well. And it's absolutely hilarious just seeing her trip into the pitfalls, like pulling out the shovel to dig one up and then still falling into one. But she has a video up. I will link it in the description if you would like to watch that as well. But yeah, Now the one I just fell in, I could have dug up. And I was realizing when I was watching this back, I kind of forgot that I had a shovel and that it could work for pitfalls. I don't know why. I'm not sure. The old brain just, it doesn't cooperate sometimes. Can you tell I like all of the glowing items though? Is it obvious? Utilizing one of our tools that we have found. Now I swear, I did not see this pitfall. I did not see it. Not even a little bit. How did I miss it? When I was cutting down that tree, I have no idea, and I was the one who placed it, and I completely forgot it was there. I don't know. I don't know about me sometimes. Now, of course I do have a general idea of how to get to the end. I just wanted to give a little bit more of a tour of the maze before we got to the very end, which we will in a short moment here. But I just wanted to, you know, show off all of this hedge placement. So, here's our tree that we need our tools for so we can exit. And we are so close to being free. So close. Up we go. Up to the top of a cliff for a nice little view. We've got our confetti cannons. We've got a little gift now that we've got to the end. A very fitting gift, if you ask me. Now, I should have mentioned it earlier, but all of these transitions that I'm doing is just to cut out the times that I was taking pictures. There wasn't anything that you're really missing. But here you can see the photo I took of the view. I use that little trick if you go to the first person camera, you pan all the way up, then you go to the tripod and you go back to your regular one, and then you can actually pan up a little bit further. But here you can see this is actually the full exit and the little path that brings you into town. Brings you in between Blathers and Nooks. I thought keeping the tent museum for this island would be a really good idea. And I have absolutely no regrets. I just love how it brings so many more, like, items, I guess, to the outside of it, even if it's just that pail and then the table. I just think it looks really, really nice. So I've got it decorated on the outside. I've got my wooden storage shed, a barrel, some boxes. I just feel like Blathers would need lots of space, you know? He doesn't have a full museum yet, so... Just saying hello quickly to our favorite little guy, Walker. He's so precious. I gave him one of those little windbreakers, the red and green and black one. I think those are the colors. It looks so cute. A little 90s baby. So as you can see actually beside Nooks, just to the left, which I'm walking away now, but you'll see it again soon. There it is. That's the hedge. Or not the hedge, the bush that you would need a shovel for to get back into resident services. In my original post, I had just mentioned that you would need one of the tools, or you would have to use the minus button at the top of your controller to leave the island if you didn't end up grabbing the shovel. So there is the actual entrance. Now initially, I had wanted the pipe to be here. And the problem with that is you literally couldn't really get to it because I had the staircase blocked off. And when you dream, you go into resident services. Duh. I'm saying duh to myself because I had literally set the DA and I still had the pipe in the wrong spot. So I had to kind of move some of these things around where you can see the pipe and the fortune cookie cart. Like initially I had that lamp all the way over right beside the plaza, but I didn't think. Anyway, up here we have Bam's spot where he lives. I kind of wanted to give him a little extended home for whatever reason. maybe because he's the only one that's up on the cliff like this. But the yards are very minimal. I didn't have a ton of room, so they mostly just have some plants. Got a little waterfall area going over here, which I do really like this little spot. I think it's really cute. I like being able to see the balloons through the middle there too. Now if we run over this way, you can see Fauna. Now Fauna actually just moved out, but I got Daisy, which I think is a really good trade. I think that was worth it. Now we'll just run on over to the left side here. You can see I used some of those tiny libraries. That item is so underrated. There's so many cute custom designs for that one, or customizations I should say. Got another one in between those houses. They have matching little garden table setups so that they can hang out. I would actually say one of the hardest parts of creating this was buying all of the wooden partitions, because believe it or not, it was really difficult to find them on Treasure Islands. Because I very clearly did not do this all on my own. I did use Treasure Islands to get like hedges, or at least materials to make them, a lot of the glowing wasp balloons, or the materials to make them, you know, that sort of thing. But the wooden partitions were like impossible to find. I had no luck. So that is what I did. But you just saw me go through the campsite. Now I'm just running along the beach going up to Diana's house, just so you can see what that looks like from the front. And just like that, we're gonna check out my house now. Now this doesn't have a really cohesive theme. I was mainly just picking up all of the items from Treasure Islands that I could want, that I wanted to decorate with. So I just made some builds that I enjoyed. So we will go through those now. As you can see, the front room is more of a conventional like living room slash office. This one back here, I don't think you would normally see this on a main floor. Maybe like on a top floor actually. Like a city apartment almost, like that's the vibe that it gives me. But I just really like this particular wallpaper. I love the Turkey Day flooring. It is immaculate. So I had to use them together. I had absolutely no choice. Now in here, I have a very like light pink, cozy book nook area. I've got some starry skies to look out to. And I finally started using the glow-in-the-dark stickers for designs on the wall. For the longest time, I was not doing that, and man, I was missing out. That's on me. I also found those little mini RV models on Treasure Islands, and I nearly, like, I was losing my mind. I was so excited. They're so adorable. They're so good to decorate with. Alright, now we are in another kind of pink and white themed room, except it's the bathroom. And we've got everything you could possibly need, I'm pretty sure. Of course, I had to get the pink fan so that it would match the bathroom. Wonderful stuff. I just found it aesthetically pleasing, honestly. Here is an upstairs, like, library area. I don't really know what to call it. I guess it's just more of like a living space, living room slash office again. But this is what I mean, is the house isn't super cohesive. There's kind of double builds because I just wanted to do different versions of them. But I really like that one. That might be one of my favorites. And yet again, another cozy living space, but in the basement. I've got a cute little book nook again, this time with even more books. Very exciting. I really like that one because it's kind of hidden when you first come in, like you wouldn't really see it there. And then on this side here, we've got a little bit of a kitchen. Well, not a little bit of a kitchen, it is a full kitchen. Beautiful stuff. Beautiful stuff. Just talking myself up here. Well, we have made it to the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate every single one of you that is here all the way to the very end. Thank you so much. If you could like and subscribe, I would really appreciate that as well. Thank you again for watching, and as always, I hope you all have a wonderful day.